Whoopi Goldberg is making headlines once again, and this time, it's for boldly voicing what many Americans might be feeling deep down. During a recent episode of The View, Goldberg didn't hold back as she addressed viewers from other countries, saying loud and clear that former President Donald Trump does not represent America. With firm conviction, she looked into the camera and declared, "This is not our wish. This is not what the American people want." And as her fellow co-hosts nodded in agreement, it became clear that this wasn't just another hot topic segment. It was a passionate plea, a moment of unity on daytime television. Goldberg insisted that their continued criticism of Trump's policies was rooted in a sense of duty, adding, "We'll keep kvetching as long as we're able." According to her, when international audiences talk about America through the lens of Trump's actions, they're not speaking for everyone. They're speaking for a narrow group that no longer reflects the broader identity of the nation. As the discussion progressed, the co-hosts turned their attention to Trump's proposed tariffs, especially those targeting Chinese goods. Goldberg and her panel weren't shy about their frustration, pointing out how these sweeping economic policies seem to hurt everyday Americans more than they help. Though Trump announced a temporary 90-day pause on some tariffs, he also doubled down by increasing others, a move that the hosts believe could further strain international relationships and deepen domestic challenges. These aren't just economic decisions, Goldberg suggested. They symbolize a style of leadership that many believe is increasingly disconnected from the average American's values and daily struggles. Goldberg ended another recent broadcast by reminding viewers that the resistance is real, a line that felt less like a soundbite and more like a rallying cry. She emphasized that those who feel marginalized or unheard under the current political direction aren't alone. This isn't the first time Goldberg has called for action. Back in March, she told viewers, "People have to get out and march. You have to start making noise." For her and for many others, this is more than politics. It's personal. It's about protecting the soul of a country that many feel is slipping further away from its founding principles of liberty, justice, and equality for all. However, not everyone agrees with The View's approach. The show has long faced criticism for being one-sided, especially in its political commentary. In fact, recent analysis from the Conservative Media Research Center found that between January and early April, The View failed to host a single right-leaning guest to discuss political issues. Meanwhile, the show welcomed over 60 liberal guests, including high-profile Democratic figures like Senator Elizabeth Warren, Governor Gretchen Whitmer, and Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer. Even the two self-identified Republicans on the panel, Ana Navarro and Alyssa Farah Griffin, didn't vote for Trump in the 2024 election, further highlighting the show's leanings. Despite the critiques, Goldberg and her co-hosts continue to be unapologetic in their stance. Whether you agree with them or not, their voices are resonating with a large audience who feel frustrated, fearful, or just plain fed up. Goldberg isn't trying to speak for every American, but she's certainly speaking to a sizable group that believes America's values shouldn't be defined by one man's agenda. As the political climate continues to evolve, it's clear that The View will keep its seat at the table, challenging, questioning, and yes, kvetching, all in the name of what they believe is a better, more inclusive America.